last year, the 2024 ICC Men's Cricket World Cup took the world by storm, and there was a special venue in East Meadows, New York, in Nassau County that really changed the game that venues and stadiums could be constructed through WJHW and PMY Group. Very pleased to be joined by Logan Meier, the person who played a huge role in bringing the stadium to life and then deconstructing it. We'll get into that in a second. Logan, just on the top of your head, I guess talk about the systems integration process, what the challenges that you had to undertake, the technology that was a part of it. What's your opinion on the entire process?
Yeah, it was a monumental effort, right? Yep. To build a venue in 5 months time, and then to ensure that venue had a 34,000 seat pop-up venue that had all of the modern technologies and features of any venue that gets built over the course of many, many years. Right. So there were challenges around every single corner, I would say, but you name it, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it was, hey, do we have the budget to put in this big of a screen or this complex of a system for the sound system or the video surveillance system. So, I mean, there were challenges with working with stakeholders, local government. Literally every day presented itself with new challenges. Mm-hmm. But, progressively you make, one step forward. You work with great partners and other folks that are other stakeholders that are part of it. Like, right. The architect was Populous and other folks, Arena Americas, that were building the venue. When you have absolutely the best of the best working in every area, right? That takes something that was going to be massively complicated no matter what, and makes it just a little bit less complicated because you're working with professionals around every single corner.
Sure. I mean, even taking a step back, this was just Eisenhower Park was just nothing. Not nothing, but it was just a patch of grass with some trees and all that stuff, and you turned it into this behemoth of a stadium, and then you disassembled it. You left the cricket pitch there for the local clubs and even just fans of cricket to play with. Yeah. There has to be lessons learned, whether it's the pivoting, dealing with inclement weather, maybe some supply chains, maybe something like that, or just dealing with so many different partners. What are some key lessons that you learned?
Yeah. Don't build a venue in the middle of winter in the Northeast. Sure. Is maybe one.
Long Island.
Yeah, right. No, I think there were a lot of lessons learned, right? Right. Finding the best partners, the best vendors, right? So, PMY didn't deliver. We didn't deliver ourselves every single technology service that was a part of the events, but having great partners that this is their bread and butter. This is what they do day in, day out. That was critical to success, and also making sure you had backups, right? Like we had a backup partner or vendor for some of the most critical components, and if that was, those are just a few of the lessons learned that I would say that were super important to building and deploying something at that scale so quickly.
And definitely segueing into the last question for you, Logan, but the legacy of this place, it's no longer here, unfortunately. It's just in our mind's eye and our psyche. But the most impressive thing is that it was built under a year, less than a year. So 6 months, less than half a year, 6 months, 5 months. When you think about when you zoom out, what do you think the legacy of this project will be about? Hey, you see something like the Intuit Dome, it took time, it took energy.
Right.
What do you think the impact of it will be for people that might want to do something on this grand scale?
Yeah, I think the legacy is really about seeing big events, things that people would have said no to. Or they would have said, "Hey, no, we can't do that," or "Hey, we've got to go find a permanent venue to do this thing." And I think you're going to see a lot more of these types of events where you take and transform an area, whether it's just an open park like that was, or maybe it's an existing venue of a different type, but you're transforming a venue in a very short period of time to deliver something that's very unique, right? So if it's just run-of-the-mill events, maybe it's not happening. But I think the legacy is going to be, you're going to see more and more of these major events pop up, no pun intended, in these types of venues where it's quick delivery, short time frame, and the impact then is still actually at the same level or greater than it would have been at a sort of fixed static venue that has existed for a period of time. So I think you're going to see a lot more of that happening in the U.S., also around the globe, but just more sports that you would have never expected popping up in places.
Right.
They're going to keep popping up with amazing venues that get deployed around them.
Did it efficiently and high quality, and that's probably one of the two things. And it was great. I had the chance to see it. You invited me out there. It was top notch. Logan, thanks for taking the time. Congratulations to all my work, and enjoy the rest of the day.
For sure. Thanks, man.
Logan Meier from PMY Group here in Los Angeles. For more interviews like this one with Logan, head over to our website at sportsvideo.org.